Atlanta. Cal Raleigh long ago departed the world he knew and stepped into the surreal. Yet reaching the zenith of his professional career has a strange way of bringing it all home. Raleigh punched his ticket to Major League Baseball's All-Star Game and Home Run Derby on the strength of 38 home runs, the most by an American League player before the Midsummer Classic. He will find himself the topic of conversation in the clubhouse, the dugout, shagging balls in batting practice, his well-decorated teammates suddenly wanting to know the forces behind the man they call Big Dumper. Yet when he stepped to the plate for his first swing at the Home Run Derby, his past, present, and future coalesced. Pitching was his father Todd, the former Western Carolina and Tennessee coach, the man who dragged young Cal along to practices and batboy opportunities and built a workout facility at their North Carolina home. And catching was Todd T. Raleigh, Raleigh's 15-year-old brother, whose games he tries to attend when his Seattle Mariners travels take him to the back of Deep South, who dons the hand-me-down cleats Big Brother bequeaths. The family connection clicked better than anyone could imagine. Raleigh became the first catcher in Home Run Derby history to win the event, outlasting Tampa Bay's Junior Caminero in the finals to become the first Seattle Mariner since Ken Griffey Jr. to win the event. Expert MLB Daily Picks, unique MLB betting insights only at USA Today. It is yet another huge figure that Raleigh now stands shoulder to shoulder with. And this latest chapter unfolded in a familiar place, surrounded by so many familiar faces. When Raleigh first played with the Mariners at Atlanta's Truist Park, Jackson County chartered 2 buses to see him play. Now, much of the family has relocated even closer, with T attending schools south of Atlanta. And while Raleigh isn't Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani, nor a hero like Ronald Acuna Jr., he is the biggest curiosity among 81 of the globe's best players assembled here. A switch-hitting catcher with a Bonzian first half. A Platinum Glove-winning catcher whose quiet leadership endeared him to teammates from Smoky Mountain High School to Florida State to Seattle. An unheralded third-round pick now leading the majors in homers and RBIs. Raleigh's new reality will come into focus like never before this week. Obviously, you have confidence as a baseball player and you believe in yourself, but to be where I'm at right now is kind of a pinch-me moment. It is a little crazy to be where I'm at. Over 3 hours of home run hacks at Truist Park, it got a little crazier. Raleigh's also the first switch hitter to win the Derby, and he used his first-round timeout to jump from the left to the right side. He escaped the first round on a tiebreaker, his 17 home runs equaling Brent Rooker, but advancing on the longest home run, which was a mere 0.08 feet farther than Rooker's. "I guess I got lucky there. One extra biscuit," Raleigh quipped. It was Todd Raleigh who convinced his sons to switch hit, even if it would tax his arm further throwing to both sides. Monday night, it was Todd who grooved pitches just right to ensure Cal's picturesque swing would send balls flying into the Truist Park stands, onto the Chop House restaurant roof, and into Derby history. Seated on a dais with his 2 sons, Cal clad in the champion's chain and the trophy nearby, Todd couldn't believe his good fortune. "It's a dream come true," he says. "Anybody that's ever played baseball as a kid dreams of stuff like this. I dreamed of it. He dreamed of it. When you're a parent, you look at it a little differently, right? Because you want your kids to be happy. To do it as a family was really special. I don't know why we've been blessed like this. Yet more could be around the corner." Unbelievable feats. As the second half unfolds, Raleigh will be commanding so many narratives. Can he break Salvador Perez's single-season record of 48 home runs by a primary catcher? Become the first backstop to top the 50-homer mark? Hold off Ohtani and Judge and win the 2025 home run crown? Break Judge's AL record of 62 home runs? Raleigh's on pace for, GOAT, 64 homers. Surreal indeed, even for those with a front-row seat. Everybody knew how good he was defensively, especially winning a Platinum Glove. This year, he's just taking it to a whole other level. I feel like everybody on the team is enjoying it just as much as fans are. We're just scratching our heads in the dugout and saying, this is unbelievable. It is a shock and also something less than that given the track Raleigh's been on for most of his 28 years. It's like home. Raleigh spent his formative years growing up across the Western Carolina campus in Cullowhee, where Todd coached from 2000 to 2007. Along the way, he constructed a Raleigh ranch near the home, where Cal and young T could hit, work out, and as Cal puts it, put in hard work and forget about everything else and just go to work. Raleigh starred at Smoky Mountain High School, on the doorstep of the Great Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Parkway, and eventually earned a scholarship to Clemson. But the firing of Coach Jack Leggett, he'd coached Todd at Western Carolina long ago, didn't sit well. Raleigh settled on Florida State, bringing with him outsized responsibilities for a freshman catcher. An intense competitor, wants to win, wants to help the guys around him. He was a leader for us at Florida State. Detroit Tigers reliever Tyler Holton tells USA Today Sports, "Had a lot of expectations coming in as a true freshman, and he lived up to every one of them." Holton described Raleigh as a bit on the quiet side, but very humble. Came from a baseball background, very disciplined, leads by example, and I have a lot of respect for him. Not much has changed a decade later. Before he was a historic slugger, Raleigh became an elite receiver, winning a Platinum Glove last season in his third full season. The Mariners have featured arguably the game's best rotation the past 3 years, and Raleigh's framing and stewardship have a lot to do with it. "He's not a huge rah-rah outspoken guy," says Wu. "I think he's coming to his own a little bit this year, and what he's able to do setting an example and letting others follow along. He's just doing things so consistently. Barring the results on the field, it's just showing up every day, putting in the work. It's great to see that out of your leader." And then came the power. Raleigh hit 30 and 34 home runs the previous 2 seasons, though he batted just .232 and .220 those seasons. Yet he also spent most of 2024 alongside Justin Turner, the veteran utility man and a trailblazer in last decade's hitting evolution. "He was a mentor to me last year, someone I can lean on and talk to. Worked with him a little bit in the offseason, growing as a player, understanding the league. It's not just the physical stuff, it's also about the mental capacity and trusting your abilities." There was also a tangible payoff. The Mariners signed Raleigh to a 6-year, $100 million extension as this season began, striking what Raleigh calls a great partnership. It's like home now. Yet Raleigh will spend this week closer to his roots. Todd and Mother Stephanie and Raleigh and some 24 others will be on hand as the world heralds Big Dumper, a label that his mother cringes a bit at but suits Raleigh since former teammate Jared Kalinick introduced it to the world in 2021. "I've always had a big butt. Big Dumper works for me. Everybody likes it." They're all getting a taste of the good life in Atlanta, taking the field at Truist Park as Raleigh pays forward the chances his dad afforded him. "My dad gave me the opportunity to be batboy for his teams. I still remember to this day some of my favorite memories on the baseball field. Trying to do the same thing for him. Hopefully he's not too nervous tonight. T saw Livy Dunn today. Got a picture with her at the hotel. So he doesn't even care about the Derby anymore." And while Raleigh is growing into his skin as a hardball icon, the role reversal is not lost on him. He's the one touted for the Derby, the one with the unavoidable nickname, the one fielding queries on the bases or behind the cage as the game's greatest players convene. "I feel like I was the guy asking questions a lot more often, and now it's the other way around. It's a good feeling. You want to give back to players. I'm the same way. I still ask questions. I'm curious." And so is the baseball world, wondering where this surreal journey will finish this year. Thanks for staying informed with us. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a headline. From all of us here, stay sharp, stay safe, and we'll see you next time with more news from across the USA.